We're asked to find the inverse of f of x equals 6x minus 1. The first thing you'd want to do is you'd want to graph it to make sure it has an inverse so it passes the horizontal line test. If you look at this as a straight line, it's going to pass the horizontal line test. So you're like, okay, well, I can look at that, and even without graphing it, I know I'm all clear. So I'm going to move on. To do this, your first step, okay, step 1, is going to be replace f of x with y. So I'm going to do this, y equals 6x minus 1. Then my second step is going to be to switch x and y. You're going to literally just change their places, okay? So this is going to become x equals 6y minus 1. I just did a switcheroo. That's all I did. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for y. This is my next step, okay? So I'm going to solve for y. So then here I'm going to move that 1 over, and then I'm going to divide by 6, maybe, if it'll let me. So y equals x plus 1 divided by 6, or you could also write this as 16x plus 16. Either's fine. Honestly, this is just as nice. It looks a little cleaner. Then your last step is to simply, maybe, I guess it won't let me go down. Okay, well, doesn't really matter. I'm on my last step. My last step, step 4, is to replace y with f of negative 1 to show that's the inverse. This is f of negative 1 of x equals x plus 1 over 6. As a reminder, okay, and I'm going to actually start a new sheet because it's driving me nuts. I know it's a shortcut. This does not mean this. This means the inverse of f of x, okay, which is what we just did. It does not mean the reciprocal. So be very careful. We're used to something like x of negative 1 equals 1 of x, and function notation doesn't mean it. Honestly, I don't know who did it, but it was probably a couple hundred years ago, and it just is what it is. We kind of have to deal with it. But really easy mistake to think it means that. It does not. That means your negative 1 button on your calculator will not help you here, okay? So definitely watch out for that. That's definitely a place where the function notation can get you if you're not paying attention.